Just wanted to make a follow-up video to one of them previous to the one I put up a day or two ago. I'm just kind of asking people if they can kind of follow these or share or kind of subscribe to the YouTube channel in an effort to kind of like getting this information out to the public, because that's what it should be basically. There's a lot of moving parts to this. There's a lot of kind of influence in Waterford. We have Waterford City Council, they're up to the neck in the corruption. Waterford City Garda. We have Waterford Freewheelers, which I've spoken about recently. And what I spoke about was warranted because it's factual, do you know what I mean? So it should be spoken about. You members of Sinn Féin, do you know what I mean? But a lot of these groups, like, they're trying to like hide behind the whole stigma that's attached to these like groups of people, thinking that they're going to be fucking deemed to be some kind of way threatening, basically. And it's basically suppressing information. That's essentially what's going on. And I'm trying to get people to kind of share this. I'm trying to get people to follow this and to share this, because this information should have come out years ago. See all the stuff from that children's group link, right? Run by Mary Halligan, supposedly founded by Mary Halligan. It was co-founded by Mary Halligan, but the truth and these people like are fucking far between, being honest with you. Like, we have Ray Halligan on a video, right, trying to interfere with an ongoing case. Now Waterford Gardaí is aware of this, and if nothing else, it shows you that Waterford Gardaí treats this family so much different to everyone else, including the victims that fucking tried to come forward regarding the shit that went on Children's Group. 30 odd years there've been situations up in Children's Group Link with various kind of couple of people, and they've managed to have it played down. This is an ongoing thing. This is not just because of my situation, do you know what I mean? This was always like this. It's just no one was willing to fucking speak about it, because unfortunately that's the way they had the town sewn up, because the ex-mayor, ex-minister John Halligan has these fucking hooks and so many people within Waterford, from Waterford City Council, to Davy Cunnan, Sinn Féin, like the list goes on. I'm not going to get into all of it. To Waterford Freewheelers, let's be honest about it. So they've been covering this up like for kind of like a long time, many years, ever before my situation, I've been honest with you. And what happened is Henry Halligan interfered with my mother's funeral, right, in 2021, and then I put it up all over social media that the bishop was aware of what he done, and the bishop excused him. And I know people will say that I don't have any respect. Why would I respect Bishop Cullinan after he fucking acknowledged, right, that Henry Halligan had interfered with my mother's funeral, and the bishop sided with political influence? And rather than get rid of Henry Halligan, because I know there's parishioners out in Ballybeg Church who now are boycotting the church, but rather side with the parishioners even, he would rather side with the likes of fucking Henry Halligan. Do you know what I mean? But regarding Henry Halligan, I want to talk about something there now, and I'm going to get more and more hard-hitting as the weeks go on, because people will assume there now that I'm almost trying to goad people to bring me to court. Unfortunately, this is the route that I have to take. To get legal representation, I have to almost make myself the fucking defendant. Do you know what I mean? That's how corrupt the situation is. And if it boils to that, like, so be it. But regarding Henry Halligan, right, there was an incident years ago, right? Now, I grew up with Henry Halligan. I grew up around this person and his family. His family was on the right of me, he was on the fucking left of me. And there was an incident years ago, right? I'm not going to get into the details of the incidents. Actually, there were several incidents, but I'm referring to one incident there, right? But because of that incident, right, he should have been red flagged. He shouldn't have been in Mount Sion School in amongst those fucking students. He shouldn't have been up in Children's Group Link. Should he or should he not have been? Like, that's a logical statement. He either should have been or he shouldn't have been. And those around him will tell you, oh, well, he was never found guilty. But he was never found not guilty. Do you know what I mean? Because ye managed to do what ye always fucking do, which is suppress the information. The foundation of Children's Group Link is built on nothing but lies and deceiving people. The charity itself is a great charity. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, they bullied out the fucking people who should be running it. The nepotism that has gone on through the years to that charity. And as I said, I spoke about this previously. You can go on to Freedom of Information and you can find actually a lot of what I'm talking about. They've used it like it was a family-owned business. Do you know what I mean? Putting their own family constantly through the place. Do you know what I mean? And there's a load of stuff like I can't talk about. But obviously we have the court kind of thing coming up regarding the whole children's group. So we can't really talk too much about it. So like I have to kind of like take a stand back from that kind of situation. But as I pointed out, Henry Halligan should not have been on the grounds of that fucking Children's Group Link, based on the information, right, prior. You have Brendan Halligan was handed the CEO job. Do you know what I mean? Like, who on the board okayed that? Mary Halligan, his sister? Are you kidding me? Like, and what did he do? What did he do to earn the CEO? Was that based now on his conduct? Was that based on Brendan Halligan's conduct that he was awarded the CEO job of Children's Group? Like, do you know what I mean? And then, as I said, you have Ray Halligan. Not only is he trying to pass a threat, right? Trying to be threatening to me, my wife, and my daughter in the car. You can see, look at the video. It's on my first TikTok video, and he put his hand on the door of my car. Now, if that was me, I'd be jailed, or any of the rest of us. But because it's Ray Halligan, brother of our ex-mayor, ex-minister, he gets excused. But he tries to interfere with the ongoing court case. Not only that, he tries to pass a threat to a potential witness. Now, when the bail conditions were set, they were set that there was no potential witness to be approached. So here we have him there fucking breaching the bail conditions. Do you know what I mean? But not only that, he also seems to know about the information that I was given previously through private messages. This is what he was saying. Go back and tell that one who was giving you the information up in Children's Group link. And this is what he was referring to. I had private messages, private emails, and he was after reading them. And what it was someone who was after kind of confiding the truth of what was going on up there, basically. And this is why Ray Halligan approached my car, and this is what he was referring to. And I'm on the video, you can hear me say, why aren't your neighbours talking to you? Because I thought it was Henry Halligan. I didn't know, they all looked the fucking same. And what I was referring to there, I was referring to when I was a fucking 11, 12 years of age, he used to give us 20 pence to crawl underneath the cars and get a football on our stomachs. And then when we get out, he'd kick it back in again. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I was referring to on that. And there was his neighbour who came down and told us to head off. That's what it was. It was his neighbour came down and told us to head off. And that's what I'm referring to on the video. But this whole situation regarding them should have been called out years ago. If you're expecting water for Gardaí or the likes of our politicians or the likes of Senator John Cummins to have a fucking voice in all this, you're going to be left waiting. Let's be honest about it. Because these people have only interest in feathering their own nest. Do you know what I mean? You see it with Sinn Féin now. They got a little bit ahead in the poll and they tried to shove a fucking narrative down people's throats. Do you know what I mean? Because they're all just career driven. So this is going to be a short video. I don't want to get into too much details. I'm going to start showing kind of like the details of kind of what led me to arguing with the Halligans. And my whole kind of she's a narcissistic, she's a very dangerous human being. So I don't want to get into all this tit for tat, he said, she said stuff. But I'll just show documentation, and I will show you that this person, not only is she a liar, a proven liar, but Tussla knows what this person has done. And not only that, her friend Anne Carey out in Tramore, Dr. Anne Carey, employed by Tussla are aware of the corruption from this person and kind of the behaviour of my ex. Like only a year ago, my ex brought me to court for fucking maintenance or some shit. I never missed a week's payment. I never missed a week's maintenance since it was set up, ever. Do you know what I mean? It was just, this is the kind of stuff she does, like, do you know what I mean? I spoke about that when I spoke about the Hair Together program, that was my idea, which she stole. I spoke about that, I think, 2 days ago, and I get a request, I get a kind of friend suggestion then from a Hair Together program. But I'll show all that. I'll show all the documentation. No point in talking about this anymore. Like, I just need to show the documentation. And there's a local solicitor, very, very well known in Waterford. Her family rub shoulders with the mayor and guards and all this. She's caught red-handed corrupting the case. She got caught corrupting the case. But like Waterford City Council, they had to remove all documentation from their side, basically. And then mine was hacked and they deleted all my emails. Except what happened was I got into Google Cloud and I got a lot of the emails back. So now I can prove my case. But that's a whole nother kind of story. But if you can get people, so if people can just kind of like follow this, or if you can share me videos, I'd appreciate it. Because there's a huge drive to try and have this played down. And realistically, it should be out in the open. Do you know what I mean? See all the stuff they're saying about me, that should also be investigated. Do you know what I mean? That should also be, all of this needs to be investigated. Do you know what I mean? But they're waving all this kind of sexual kind of slander about me in an effort to discredit other situations. They're trying to make it all convoluted, basically. They're making it as big as possible because you can't really hold people accountable because there's too many jobs and pensions and kind of, it will undermine the whole system. So yeah, if you can do that, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to make more videos, and as I said, the Halligans will be given their chance to bring me to court. And at the end of the day, I said in my last video, whether I'm the defendant or the plaintiff, it all relies on whether or not I can prove what I'm saying, basically. So I leave it there, and if anybody wants to share my video, I'd appreciate it. If you don't, that's fine as well. Thanks, bye.